Today, I really want to talk about regret and what to do if you find yourself experiencing regret or feeling like you're stuck in these feelings of regret and just feeling like you're in a really negative place. So, I personally believe that regret is one of the biggest wastes of energy, of time. It's a wasted emotion. I really think that there is no point sitting in regret and feeling regret. And so I really want to explain what you can do, what I personally do if I ever find myself slip into those feelings of regret. I think the biggest thing is recognizing that you can't go back and change anything about that situation or that experience. So if you can't change it, for what purpose would you waste your time and energy feeling regretful or feeling like you wish you had have made a different decision or done things in a different way or put your money here or did this instead? And to me, it's just such a fucking waste. It's just such a waste. So what I really want to talk about is what to do next. You've recognized, okay, I'm feeling regretful. This is not a good place to be in. This is not a good feeling to be in. And so what I like to look at is, first of all, giving myself this pep talk of going, okay, I made whatever decision I thought was best at the time. I chose to do what I felt was the best move for me at the time. I truly like to believe that we go through everything we go through for a reason. And I made certain decisions certain ways for whatever reason at the time. And at the time that felt right for me. And so I truly believe that every lesson we experience, everything we go through, it's all part of our journey. It's all leading us somewhere. And I feel like if you reflect on, things way from the past, quite often you can have a moment where you go, oh, that's why things had to happen that way, or that decision led to that decision, then I met that person, then this happened. And you can kind of connect all the dots and look back and go, oh, wow, okay, I can see why things had to happen that way, or I can see the lesson in there. Quite often I feel like there's a lot of lessons. And so you've thought about what could the lessons be, what did I learn, what would I do, not what would I do differently, because I think, again, that can be great to reflect on. And also it's like, if I had my time again, how would I make a move differently in a productive way of thinking about it, in terms of like, okay, what do I want to do with my money instead, or what do I want to do as an investment instead, or as a next move, or what do I want to check through in my mind before I make the next move in my career or in my life or whatever it is. So that's another thing that's really helpful. So I think a really big part of letting go of regret is acceptance. It's accepting, okay, this is the way things happened. This is what I did. What am I going to do moving forward? What am I going to do differently? How am I going to apply what I learnt to move in a different way or to make different decisions? How can I acceptance is such a huge piece of it, of going, okay, that's how things went. Now, what do I want to learn from that? And you get to actually decide what you learn from that decision, experience, situation, whatever it was. You get to decide what you learn and how you want to apply it moving forward, and how you want to do things differently based on what you have learnt. Again, I feel like quite often we can have regret on things, but sometimes it takes us years down the track to actually recognize what we learned, or what the return was, or what did we gain from that experience, that event, that situation? What did we actually gain from that? And quite often I feel like that drop-in moment can happen years down the track. And I think the biggest thing for example, me and my partner, we both sold our properties and invested in setting up our ute to go traveling in a rooftop tent. 6 weeks in, we got pregnant. And it wasn't planned. And in hindsight, we wish we bought a caravan. It would have been great to have bought a caravan, to have more room, to being able to continue our trip. And we made the best decisions that we could have at the time. We didn't know we were going to get pregnant that close into our trip, that soon into our trip. So I could sit here and I could feel really regretful about it. Like, oh, I really wish we had have bought a caravan instead, or not sold our house, or done things differently. But it's like, that's not actually going to change anything. That's not going to change anything. It's not going to change how things turned out. All I can do is learn what I learnt from that situation and go, okay, cool. In future, what do I want to do differently? So like in future, when I buy property, I'm probably not going to sell it, or I'm going to put it straight back into property. So really just learning from these things to go, okay, cool, I can recognize, I can accept it. First of all, I can accept, it's like steps. So it's accepting what happened, recognizing the lessons, the learnings, what you want to take moving forward, and then moving differently and really focusing forward is a huge piece of this, because I find if I ever find myself going, oh, fuck, I wish I did it this way, it's like, I actually don't find that happen very often anymore, because it's like, what's the point? It's literally pointless. And I say that to myself. This is so pointless. Bam, I'm on to the next thing. I'm moving myself out of that feeling of regret and into the future, focusing forward on like, what am I going to do next? How do I want to move? What do I want to create? And I think that moving into that can be super, super, super helpful. So if you ever find that you do experience regret, please like apply what I've said here, and I really, really hope that it helps you. And as always, I am so open for conversations about this. Feel free to leave a comment below if you have a question, or if you want to just have a chat. If there's something you're actually really struggling with in terms of regret, in terms of, letting it go or moving on. Mostly I'm kind of referring to decisions, I think, in this, not like hurting people. If that is something that you feel like you've done and you're unable to move past it, come and have a chat with me, and we can talk it out, and I'll see how I can support you in that. But yeah, come and connect with me on Instagram if you do want to chat about anything. I'm so here for it. And I hope that what I've shared really allows you to move to a place where you feel a lot more at peace with whatever's happened in the past, so that you can really focus on your future. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.